We're now joined by FC Tucson head coach Jon Pearlman. John, tough loss tonight. Talk about what was the difference?
One team came to play with the intensity that's required in this league at a professional level, and one team didn't. It's pretty simple. Both goals were unforced errors on our part, completely avoidable. We gave up a set piece on a ball we had possession on, and we passed the ball to their center midfielder. And as terms of our attack, we started to come out the second half after just literally doing nothing in the first half, very brightly and well in control of the match. And we give up that goal, and then a player decides to get a yellow card for dissent in the first half, and then doesn't control himself and gets a yellow card in the second half. Puts us a man down, game over. Not good enough from us, no discipline, and I'll own all that. That's on me.
In the first half, I mean, what actually made it difficult to get any offense?
I think the reality is where you're going to break down that team is they're a compact 4-4-2, and we kept forcing the ball down the middle. Our outside backs weren't joining in for overloads, which was the week of training. Overload the one side and then bring it back out the opposite side. And those balls were on, but technical errors in the passing, not being able to find our 10 underneath, just a number of different ways we were giving the ball away cheaply. And we've done this time and time again in first halves, where we just don't take good care of the ball. And we can preach ball security all we want and playing the simple ball and moving and getting it again. And then in the second half, when Tyler starts to advance himself around Derry and starts to shift players, suddenly we have 3 or 4 corner kicks. We look like we're going to start to penetrate. And we give up the goal we gave up, and then we get a player ejected. And, to be fair, the 10, the subs that came on, Yuki and Derry worked very hard the whole game. They tried to make a difference, and we were better with 10 than 11. It's embarrassing. Our fans deserve better.
Nate?
It's like you said, in that second half, you guys were able to get a couple of shots off. But they couldn't fall. I asked Derry that. He said it was just, one of those nights where it seems like goals couldn't fall out. Would you agree with that, or do you think there was anything Tormenta was doing to kind of prevent you guys from scoring?
I think Derry played very hard, and he's going to give you a positive spin. And I believe in this team. I know we've got dangerous players, but it's execution in the final third. It's taking our chances. It's players having the confidence to go get people when they have the right matchups. And we talked about when those times weren't. We just seem to keep zigging when we should zag. And when we need to play early, we hold the ball. And when we need to hold the ball, we don't have the courage to do that. I thought Derry was good. I thought Yuki gave us a bit of a spark. And to be fair, I thought, Tyler Moss and Tyler Hunt were excellent in the outside back position, dealing in the wide areas. And simply put, we just gave the game away. And for no reason. I don't know why the energy's not there. The energy's in training. There's passion. There's commitment among the group, but it's not translating to the field. People are here to see us defend our home and play with the passion that our fan base demands and deserves. And I don't know why it's not there. The staff is there. It's there pregame. It's there postgame. But when the whistle blows, you have to be proactive in what you do. Confident, determined, and have the resolve that it takes to win games in this league. Tormenta, again, is a tough team to break down. They rely on counterattacks. They're not going to try to hold the ball. They're going to give you the ball and wait for you to make a mistake. And to their great credit, they did that. They watched us implode on their physicality. We didn't keep our cool. Cooler heads didn't prevail. And it's not a team you're going to beat down a man, because they don't have to go anywhere when it's 1-2-0. They can sit in a low block and see the game out.
So how tough are they to break down? They have a few shutouts in a row. They beat a couple championship sides.
Yeah, again, if you're going to try to go over them with crosses, it's not going to happen. You have to get numbers. You have to get the low, hard crosses. The move Derry made was great. If Louis gets to the back post and slides, that's goal, and then suddenly they're opened up, then they're forced to come out. But even in the first half, there were chances where Thorne went forward and we could get to Derry, and we just never joined in the right way. We were never able to get shots off or crosses off early enough. I think Derry took well the adjustments. I think the team did, but we were stunned into a 4-4-1 with a man loss, and then the 3-4-2, and giving up the second goal when, again, Kalen's trying to shield it out. We end up giving a corner, and this team has got bigger guys than us. We don't match up man for man as well. Our guys have to handle their zones, and they didn't. It's that simple. And our keeper has to be brave in those moments. So you get the result you have here, but again, it's early days. It's 4 games into our league season. The panic button's not going to be hit. The real positive is Kalen Fox looks great physically. He gives us a big lift. Obviously, it hurt not having Tarn Weir. He's been tremendous on the left wing as a left back, as part of both sides of the ball. He runs, and Jake can play that left back position just fine. But having Kalen's back is key, and obviously we want to see Tevin and Tarn back as well as soon as possible. They're key members of the team, and we missed them tonight. It was clear.
No offense for Ted.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about Kalen, because he, didn't seem to spark people on the field. He's also riling the fans up a little bit too. Could you talk a little bit about what he brought to the game?
Yeah, Kalen's great. He's on a 30-minute limit, so we wanted to bring him early, and obviously if he has a good week, progressively he can feature in the first 11 against North Carolina, which was the plan. But again, you have to think long term. This is painful. It hurts, but it's game 4 of 28 games. And for me to lose my cool and to get frustrated, we wanted to make sure Burke didn't get a second yellow. Obviously, losing Louis is huge. He's one of our most dangerous players. He was the player of the week for a reason, and tonight it was not his best side. So, again, really happy to have Kalen back. Really happy to see Tyler Moss settle in and really put forth an excellent performance at right back. I thought him and Derry were the shining stars of tonight. They deserved, but again, you can't play with 3 guys on their form. Everybody has to be on the form. We have great players with a lot of talent. It only takes a moment for us to get 3 goals. We can put 3 goals in a half, and for us to go down a man for no reason because we gave up a card on a yellow in the first half on dissent. It's the things that happened last year that put us in 11th place, and that's where we sit.